Hello, and welcome to the 2025 Mastery Guide to Arsenal. If you incorporate all the things I mention in this video properly, I guarantee that your skill level will skyrocket. You may be wondering, what does this 400 subscriber YouTuber know about Arsenal? Sure, I'm not like Tanker or Cole Olby, however I did end up on the leaderboards in the Farmland, Legacy competitive category. I won in 1 minute 43 seconds. Here is screenshot proof of me on the leaderboards. It was 3rd place, however, as of right now, it has now dropped to 4th place. Anyways, enough about me, let's start with the tips. Firstly, before we do anything in terms of actually playing the game, you must change your settings. I will show you what settings are good. Firstly, if you don't know where the settings are, it is here in the bottom right. Firstly, on display, these are my settings. Feel free to copy my settings. For me, the no textures setting is a must. At the cost of your FPS, the game is rendering with lots of textures to make the game look nice. Basically, for anyone who doesn't know, FPS stands for frames per second. It is basically how smooth your game runs. I will mention it more, so just know FPS is basically smoothness. Next, FOV. Now this is really important because the default is something like 60 degrees? I'm not so sure, but basically FOV is how much you can see on your screen. With a higher FOV, you can see more on the sides. It is really important, and all the good Arsenal players have it higher up. Next, crosshair color. This is personal preference. I just like having green. Each map, there will be a better crosshair color that blends in less and stands out. However, I think green is pretty consistent, and you can see it on most maps. Next is the graphics section. I turn all the performance things to off, particle quality and shadows especially. For best FPS, basic skins on is better. However, I like seeing other people's skins, and so I keep it off. In the advanced setting, you should turn off particle physics and viewport character. This is for the best FPS yet again. Next up is an essential setting. You have to have this on. If you don't, you are just at a disadvantage. Enemy outlines. This must be on. Change it to whatever color sticks out the most. Me personally, red just sticks out on every map. I have it on red. Basically, it makes it so that you can see the enemies easily, as there is a glowing light around them, making them really stick out. The rest of the settings are personal preference. You can do whatever you want. I won't go through them. Now, mechanics-wise, aiming in this game can be a little daunting for people who haven't played other shooting games before, and will mostly have to be learnt by just playing. Firstly, don't focus too much on your actual aiming. An important mechanic is movement. Always stay moving. Never stop moving in Arsenal. The moment you stop to shoot, you will die. Against a player who is good, you will be a sitting duck ready to die. Here's an example of someone who doesn't do this very well. See? He's easy for me to pick off and get a free kill. Here's an example of an opponent who's moving well. So much more different. This opponent also incorporated something else that is really important to Roblox shooting games, or any shooting games at all actually. It is something very simple, and is something the pros hide from you. Peeker's advantage. If you watch other good players, they are constantly abusing this. If you don't know what it is, basically, Peeker's advantage is basically when the person turns a corner to look for an enemy, that person who is currently moving out of cover to see the enemy has an advantage and will see the opponent before the opponent sees them. It is in every game, and it's in Roblox as well. Arsenal has lots of Peeker's advantage because the latency and lag is so bad in Roblox. This next tip might sound kind of stupid, but it is true. The most important tip is to learn the game. I know it sounds obvious, but basically what I mean is learn what every gun does. The faster you do this, the more multi-kill potential you have. Another aspect of learning the game is movement. Learning lots of different jump spots like this one. These are important for repositioning after getting one kill. The faster you get around the map, the more opportunities there are for kills. There is so many movement techs you can learn that I don't even know. Basically, to sum it up, make sure you have the optimal settings. Focus on movement by always moving. Use your movement to peek to abuse peeker's advantage. Learn the guns and learn repositioning spots. Thanks to everyone for watching this video till the end. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe and like this video. The like goal will be 100 likes on this video. I spent lots of time making this video, so please consider it. Leave your own tips in the comments. Thanks again. I'll see you guys in the next one.